It is well known that the average temperatures on Earth are rising due to an increase in the accumulation of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, which is known as global warming. In an effort to reduce emissions, many companies have started to use renewable energy sources, including those provided by wind, solar energy, and water. But the question this poses is, what effect does climate change have on production costs for companies who have switched to green power? Production or product costs refers to the costs incurred by a business from manufacturing a product or providing service. Since demand for green power has increased over the last few decades, we know that this will have an effect on production costs. Let's say, for instance, that we are focused on examining one company that produces solar panels. Each solar panel costs the company a certain amount of money to produce, which includes buying the parts and the amount of money they have to pay the workers to build the solar panels. These costs are known as explicit costs, or costs that require a money payment. Other production costs that the company will incur, called implicit costs, are those that do not require a money payment. Economic costs include both explicit and implicit costs. Economic costs are also known as opportunity costs. Opportunity costs is the cost of potential gain of doing something else. Going back to our example, if one worker decided to take the day off and take a hike in the park, their opportunity cost is 1 day's worth of pay from working. Another aspect of costs is fixed cost and variable costs. Fixed costs are a production expense that does not vary with output. An example of a fixed cost for the solar panel company is wage. Even if two workers do not produce the same amount of output within the same amount of time, they will still be paid the same. Therefore, wage is a fixed cost. Variable costs are a production expense that changes with the quantity of output produced. An example of this could be if the price of one part of solar panel goes up, the cost to produce many solar panels will increase. If we looked at the balance sheet for this company today and the balance sheet from 10 years ago, we could most likely conclude the production cost today would be greater than 10 years ago. This result has to do with the increasing demand for green power. Also, due to the increase in demand, this company would produce more solar panels and create more revenue. To summarize, global warming has made an impact on our economy and will continue to do so. This creates more opportunities for those companies trying to promote clean energy, and we can see this effect by looking at the differences in their production costs.